Hi, my name's Tammy and welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're making a vegetable medley stir fry. We have tomato, onion, zucchini, broccoli, cabbage, and kielbasa. I found the flavor booster on clearance. I've never tried it before. I'm gonna give that a quick try and see how I like it. Adding it to this, it'll help save on doing fresh garlic and any kind of other herbs. I try to buy the meat when it's on sale and with coupons if possible to help save money. And then your local produce as it's on sale. I think I got the zucchini for about 50 cents a pound and the broccoli for 99 cents. So definitely catch your specials and utilize them the best that you can. So I'm going to cut everything up. What we're going to do is we're going to start out sauteing the onion and the zucchini in a little bit of oil, and then we will take that out and then we'll try to saute the broccoli and fry the cabbage as well. I'm going to try and do it all in steps and then add it to a big stock pan so that it's just a little bit easier and it cooks a little bit faster. So meet you back here. Alright, we've got our onions and our zucchini cut up. In the meantime, I turned on the eye of our stove and got the pan a little warm, hot, so that we could put our vegetables in it and they would saute quickly. So it's just smoking a little, and we get that sizzle when it goes in. This won't take too long. Now, I like my vegetables a little chunky. That way you don't have to chase them around with your fork as much. So if you like yours smaller, feel free to go ahead and chop yours finer. We don't want it to burn, just kind of brown and caramelize so that it locks in that flavor. Now you can salt and pepper at this point. I don't want to do a whole lot of flavor at this point because I've got different levels of flavor going on. And we'll be adding constantly to the mixture. Now you can change this up. I don't have a certain recipe that I use. We just use what is in season. During the winter, if there's not a whole lot of fresh vegetables available, we will use like a frozen stir-fry mixture. I actually like the taste better from the fresh vegetables as opposed to the frozen. And it saves on freezer space if you don't have to freeze them. The only drawback is you need to cook your vegetables within a few days of buying them from the market so they don't spoil in the meantime. So even better yet if you can pick them out of your garden. Zucchini are easy to grow and they put out like wildfire. So if you decide to plant any, I would only recommend a couple of plants. That way you can see how they produce. When I was younger, my mom made the mistake of putting some out, and I think she did like a whole row. And that year we processed zucchini practically every night to freeze for like zucchini bread, zucchini cake, fried zucchini. She put zucchini in salad, so we had zucchini on a regular basis. It didn't scar me though. That's good for you. Alright, I'm just going to keep doing this for a couple minutes. And then I'm going to put these in my big stock pan right there. And then take the broccoli and the cabbage and fry those quickly. That way I'm not going to be here standing all night waiting for everything to process in one batch. I think in the smaller batches it'll process quicker. So, meet you back here. Alright, just wanted to show you what this looked like before I dump it into the big pot. Nice and translucent looking onions, and the zucchini has a little bit of color to it. So we'll just get this out of the way. And then we're just going to put that back on the heat. Just a drop of oil. And I only do that to coat the bottom. That way everything doesn't stick. And then turn this the other way. Pour that broccoli in, and we're going to saute that. See how that goes. Alright, we'll let that saute. While that's sauteing, then we're going to cut up the, I think I'm going to do the meat next because that'll go quick. And we'll do the cabbage last. So our broccoli's done. What I did was I added about half a cup of water, added the lid to this and steamed it. It's got a pretty green color. So we're just going to add this to our done batch. And then we're going to throw on our meat. This should just take a minute. I'm not going to add anything to it. Just put the lid on there and let it go. I'm getting the tomatoes ready, and that should be done in a minute. Alright, so the meat's about done. So I'm going to go ahead and add on some more color, our tomatoes. And I'm just going to let that kind of marinate there and steam for a minute. Okay, so that is done for that section. Pop that into here. We've got a lot of nice color going on. Alright, so our cabbage. Just going to put that in the empty pan. I'm going to do a little section at a time. I'm going to add as I cut it. Stir it a couple times and then add it to the big pot. I'm going to try adding some of that flavor booster and see how that goes. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, the lettuce is starting to get a little bit done with the moisture from the cabbage. I'm sorry. The cabbage is starting to get done. With the moisture that comes from it, the water that's in it, it pulled up some of the flavoring from the bottom of the pan from the meat. And with that flavor booster in there, it's kind of turned it brownish color. Kind of like wilted lettuce, but it's not. It's cooked cabbage. We're going to give it another minute or two, and I'm going to continue chopping it up. So the rest of it, this is a humongous head of cabbage, so it's taking me a little longer than normal to get that done. So this is what your stir-fry veggie medley is going to look like. All that color, the tomato, the broccoli, the cabbage, the squash, the meat. Now you can vary this up however you want. My husband likes to shred carrots and put in there. Just try to saute them so it brings out the flavor, and it gets it to the texture that you like, soft or hard. Hope you like it. Hope you try it and you like it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have your own channel, I'll be happy to subscribe back. Thanks for watching, and God bless.